ass mushy yellow ones, you know what I mean? Oh hell yeah, dude. Oh hell yeah, dude. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Strawberries feel like a whole other kind of berry.
They're very versatile as well.
Yes. Strawberries feel like a whole other kind of berry.
Yes.
Yeah. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me. Gamers, hello. How's everybody doing? How you having a good Tuesday? Howdy, howdy. I ordered delivery for lunch, which I don't usually do. But I had some work to do before the stream, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna have time to go out. Anyway, I just ate it so fast, and it was so delicious. And now I'm coughing. Anyway, shall we get started? Oh, I put on, like an old sunblock, and it's made me look so pale. When I first put it on, I looked like a ghost, and I still look like a ghost. So, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Also, before we get started, I was sent this from Jackbox Games. They sent me a keycap. I'm gonna do the hand thing. Hard to see. It's the Jackbox head, but it's a keycap. Like if I need to dig out my mechanical keyboard. I also think it just looks good on my desk. And they also sent me stickers for Party Pack 10, which is coming out in like 2 days. Very exciting. Very charming. Anyway, that was a fun one. I have it on my desk. I have this guy. Oopsies. I think I just muted. Okay, I muted myself. I don't know if it muted for you guys too. Anyway, gotta put some stickers on Big Larry. Honestly, yes. I also love it because these stickers are relatively small, or even if I put every sticker on Big Larry, it's gonna be a lot of not stickered area, which I genuinely find fun. Anyway, I'm gonna show off what I have. I have like on my monitor stand, it's like a square. I have this guy, teeth. I have a crystal, because I think crystals are fun. This one is for hope and optimism, if I remember correctly. And then this guy, my new Jackbox crystal is what I like to call him. Next to this crystal, which is for money and material success, because I could use stable money. And this one is supposed to like magnify whatever crystal it's around. Look, when you live in LA, it's fun to get into crystal shit. I don't actually believe that they do much, but I do think the placebo of seeing them is fun. And I think they look nice. Honestly, not a small part of why I was like, yeah, I'll get into crystals, is because I think it's a nice thing to put on a shelf. I realize there's some morals with the mining of them, but anywho, so that's what's on my desk. And honestly, I think it looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Scoring some of that LA crystal. What do you mean by scoring? I should put stickers on my crystals. Can you imagine? I'm drinking Coke. Cheers. Crack a cold one. They have like nothing on their can, and it really works for them. I know that wasn't always the case, but big Coke. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's from the store, so you know it's gonna be bigger. From a restaurant. I usually sell the little ones at a restaurant. Just out of curiosity, what kind of scrunchie do I use to keep my curls from frizzing? It is a satin scrunchie. Can't see it, but it is like a black satin scrunchie. I think I got it just like at CVS or something. Awesome shirt. Thanks, it's Scary Spice. But yeah, you just use a satin scrunchie, and I find that's helpful. And then I sleep in a satin bonnet that I got from Amazon, but you can get them from most places. This one's nice because it has a nice soft headband. I got one from CVS that had like a scrunchy elastic, and it was uncomfortable, and then it stretched out to all hell. Anyway, I find that sleeping on a bonnet every night, even if I'm not going to do second day curls, really just helps my hair not be as tangly. It has been helpful for me. Today I'm on second day curls and helmet hair curls. Look how blonde and red the ends of my hair is. This is how it gets in the summer. And also I'm in Los Angeles, so it's kind of perpetually summer. Anyway, it's just been interesting to see how light my hair is. Put money underneath the one that gives wealth and see if the money doubles. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Anyway, that's my hair routine. If I can, I like using pattern hair products. I find they rock if you have curly hair. Truly, my hair looks so good. Is the bonnet better than just a satin pillowcase? Pineapple up to? I've never done a satin pillowcase, but I hear that they're pretty comparable. I prefer the bonnet just because I don't like the look of a satin pillowcase. I want my pillowcases to match my sheets when the bed is made. Then I just shove the bonnet underneath the pillows, you know? So that's why I don't do a satin pillowcase. I also don't think I would like the feel of it on my face. But I hear that people do that and it's pretty good. I also know I fall off the pillow. Excuse me, like my head might move off the pillow in the night while I toss and turn, as one does. Anyway, I did a COVID test, negative. Woo! I wasn't really worried. I know I keep coughing, it's just because I just ate. But somebody I know, I went to that wedding this weekend, and someone in like our hangout group at our table had COVID. So we'll see what happens. I just got my booster, so, and I feel completely fine. But who knows? Who friggin' knows, you know? My thing is, you haven't seen one of these before, really. It looks like a popsicle. Anyway. Ooh!
Everybody loves a Neji lollipop.
Well said, Hot Topic Dropout. Thank you. I always assume if I am going to an out-of-town wedding, I have a pretty high risk of getting COVID. So when I got the text that someone was COVID positive, I was like, this does not surprise me at all. I expected this. I'm glad I'm boosted. Hopefully I won't get sick, and hopefully if I do, it will be light and mild. We shall see. Anyway, shall we get started? Play some Disco Elysium. Oop. Game's still loading up. Went through 4 tests last week because I had a cold. Damn. You have having an unmatched pillowcase is kind of annoying. Thanks for the tips. Not enough curly hair people to bounce ideas off. Truly, anytime, General Jackass. It took me a while to learn how to do my curly hair, and I genuinely love helping or talking with people on strategies. I think it is, I don't know, people dunk on vanity, but I think me taking care of my hair feels like a real self-care thing. And I also think when I feel like I look good, it makes my mental health better. I think a little bit of vanity is good, and I think it also is it's just a way to take care of yourself, I think, in many ways. And curly hair can be a tough one. It's gotten better with the internet and everything. Just sort of cultural awareness around just other people, I guess. Okay, we need to find these sniping spots. Ask about Ruby. Ruby left the village and went up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. Okay. Determine where the shot came from. Check the boardwalk. Check the island. Check Land's End. Okay, am I not on the boardwalk? We'll look here. Hardest part for me is just keeping a solid routine, but it feels good when I do. No, totally. Routines are so hard. Like, I know for me, sort of having an irregular working schedule makes it harder for that stuff. But as far as my hair routine goes, I've been doing it since I was a teenager, and it hasn't changed all that much. I'm gonna go... Oop, what do we have? Why are you doing this? Okay, interesting. Anyway, my hair routine. It's a little bit about the products and the stuff you use. Is I condition it in the shower, and I finger comb it, and then maybe once a week use like a wide tooth comb. Why is this here? This is bothering me. We're gonna go on the water, see if we see any signs. Anyway, finger comb, I use a wide tooth comb with the conditioner, and I use a pretty healthy amount as well. Oh, this is what's-her-face's boat. Cool. And after that, I wash my body and then I rinse it out, leaving sometimes a little conditioner, and then I like to use a gel and a leave-in. I do the leave-in conditioner first, then I do the gel, and I just finger comb it through, and the gel I like to scrunch it up. And then I kind of wring out some of the wetness in the hair in the shower, and then I use like a microfiber, I guess turban is what a lot of them are advertised as, to dry my hair. I think that's important. And then once it's dry, I try not to touch it. And then usually, well, once it's pretty dry, I'll usually scrunch it up just to break up the curls a bit and give them a little volume. And then that's pretty much it. I use, try to use satin or silk hair ties. I sleep in a bonnet when I remember to. And I like to oil my hair. It's nice with the bonnet too, because I can like spray oil in my hair on the days I'm not going to do the curls next day, and then it'll oil my hair overnight, which is nice. I had to completely redo my hair routine for reasons that are obvious to some in the know over the last few years. Us fine, wavy-haired girls, and also my curly girl sisters is a process. It totally is. And I also feel like hair can change. It's like, you really learn a lot as you do your hair more and more. Okay, I'm not really finding much on the coast here, but I'm gonna keep poking around. Also, hair. As far as my hair, oh, and then like, once a week I like to do like a deep condition or some kind of a mask treatment on my hair. Okay, let's look at this again. I don't really remember this. And then I also...
Worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened.
And then I shampoo my hair once a week. And that's pretty much it.
From here to the wiring, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Okay. It's a red check. I want to get my interfacing going. Oh shit, I already have the interfacing gloves on. Damn. Let's see if either of these tools can help. Okay, let's get my interfacing clothes on. This, no. Okay, well. Oh, I don't have a hat on. Might as well. I want more hats. I don't have enough hats. Okay, we're gonna save. I'm not gonna redo it once I fail, but... How do you get hair to have volume near the roots, too? Mine tend to go pretty flat at the top after drying. I know some people who use, like, those banana clips to, like, hold their curls up. I find the scrunching helps. You can also dry your hair. If you use a blow dryer, use a diffuser and dry your hair, and don't hold it to the hair. Hold it far away, almost as if it's like a hood.
An old door worn by elements.
And then do it upside down if you want volume. I also think when your hair is like semi-dry, but not completely dry, like a little wetness, put it in the pineapple, and I think that can help. Okay. Olaplex. Ooh, I gotta look into that. Okay. Should we try this, or should I wait? Do I have a skill point for interfacing? Oh, I can't do it. That's right. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna do a vote in chat. Should we try this 3% red check that I cannot redo, or should I just leave it and come back later? I'm gonna keep talking hair while people do a vote. I think that's mostly my routine. I've also been cutting my own hair lately, which I don't know if that's smart, but I'm a little like, whatever, haircuts are so expensive, give it a try. Okay, we got one leave it. Okay. Poll is up. Okay, so far leaving it is winning. Oop, now we're tied. Okay, people keep saying leave it. This is probably smarter. Do you diffuse completely cold or with a little heat? I do it with heat. And I'm really lazy. I don't dry my hair very often, and usually if I do, I never dry it to completion because it takes so long. I used to have this hood blow dryer. I'm sad I don't have it anymore because it was useful as hell. But they have those, which feel more useful, and they still take a little while, but, like, you can, what's it called? You can, do other things while you're doing it, at least. It's $45 for a damn men's haircut, and that's just insane to me. Dude, tell me about it. When I was in New York, I had a curly hair salon person. Okay, people believe it seems to be the vote that's winning. Anyway, I had a curly hair salon person who I loved. She always did a great job of cutting my hair. And she was $85 before tip, and that is just incredible for, like, a curly haircut. A lot of haircuts will be like $300+.
All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the phasmid.
Damn. Alright, well, I'm gonna put my... Boom, boom. Okay. I want to get these gloves off. Yeah, looking good. What's that noise? Oh, what do we got?
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
The freaking car payment. I agree. It's so expensive.
In the distance,
It's
you
wild.
can hear the breakers roar.
Anyway, I'm gonna learn how to cut it myself. Right now, I'm like, why not?
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the campfire was used. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there. Go to the water.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible, a glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why?
It does look extremely rickety. and
Campfire?
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
Cigarette butts.
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Still, you felt it was
Okay.
important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast.
It's definitely been over a year since I've had like an official haircut, but I did cut mine more recently. But I lost my layers because of the cut. Basically cut the long... Anyway, I need to cut in layers and see how I do with that. Okay, we're gonna keep poking around. Okay, doesn't seem like much we can do here. Did I level? Oh, I did. I could put another one into empathy. I'm empathy cop. This one's all maxed out. Empathy is not. We could really be empathetic. I like putting stuff into points while we can, but I don't even know what to put into points at this point. I'm gonna put one into shivers, because people seem to like shivers, and I have an extra point, so why not? Okay, moving on. You also get highlights. Oh, I've never gotten highlights, but it seems fun. Okay, so we checked out the coast. We need to check the island and check the boardwalk. Where the hell is the island? This the island? How do I get up to there? Can I get up to there? It's the island. I want to see if I can get up there somehow. I wonder if I have to get through that one door to get over there. You know what I mean? Do you ever use a brush or comb to detangle dry or wet? Wet in the shower with conditioner. I have a wide tooth comb and I use that. I never use a brush. And the comb is like pretty wide toothed. I don't know how else to say it. Or to describe it. And I use that. I like to use it once a week just because I feel like sometimes with finger combing I can miss knots and tangles and stuff. I want to go in here and talk to them and see if they've seen anything with Ruby. Like an afro pick? I have used an afro pick before. This is more like, it looks like a rectangular comb, but it has a little hook to like hang up in the shower. But I would say each tong is like 1/4 of an inch thick, probably.
Oh, the god of dance is back!
That's it for now.
Good morning!
Okay. Doesn't seem like any of them know about Ruby.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, Ruby.
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire.
Okay, let you work in peace.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Take care.
Harcourt.
Seen a red-haired woman around. Reaction speed.
No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Good. No neighbors to complain.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Well, that's it for now. I might try to... Do I have stuff for good reaction speed? I kind of want to try that check. I have the point. Might as well use it. Okay. Nothing helps reaction speed. But I can put one into reaction speed. This will really be the last try.
Harcourt.
Give it a go.
The silver bird has already flown.
Yeah, that's it for now. I'll never try that again, probably. I think this guy would know about it. If I stand here, will he appear eventually? No. Checking out over here. Doesn't seem to be anything. Okay. I feel like this is the boardwalk. Not sure what I'm missing. Here, let's go up here. Maybe that'll... Oh, oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea?
No idea.
Think we can
Could be
find Ruby
connected
down
to
there?
one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
There's no echo and no answer.
Okay, we're on the boardwalk. I should ask them if they've seen her. I don't know what these are for. I feel like I try to click them and nothing happens.
Hello again.
I'm looking for a suspect.
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Alright. Pretty sure I've looked at this before, but we're gonna look again. Nope. Okay, nothing. Where's the boardwalk stuff. So I'm supposed to, like, investigate the boardwalk, but nothing's popping up. I'm open to small hints if people know. Nothing is popping up on the boardwalk. Oh, what's this? How to put my strand of hair into an electron microscope. That's cool. Okay. What is an electron microscope and how is it different than a regular microscope? This is something I would like to know. Oh, is that a bottle? No. Phasmid?
All the traps are stopped now.
Okay, nope. I think somehow I haven't been over here yet. This is crazy. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof. Beam of electrons versus beam of
A
light.
row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall.
Oh, I've done
With
this.
another 7 shades, a cold behind the...
What am I to do here? Okay, well, we'll walk down the coast. Are we looking for bullet traces? Yeah. Oh, they have a higher resolution. Oh, that's cool. Yes. So, you have to report to Lena. I have to do this. Ruby. I'm doing that. I want to check the boardwalk, but I went all over the boardwalk and there was no prompt. And I need to check the island, and I don't know where the island is. Okay. We're working on it. What's the gist? It uses electrons out of light to image a surface. You can go down to a smaller wavelength, which means greater resolution. You can do some other cool things how the electrons interact with a material to find out what it's made of, too. Wow, that's cool. Maybe over here? Okay, no, I've looked at all this. Okay. The boardwalk thing gets completed as you progress with the ruby one. Interesting. Where
traps are
is
stopped now.
the island? Perhaps we'll never know. Oh. Okay.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
You mean see the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party
Sure
scene.
does look like a lot of folks party here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Looks like we had a couple of party goers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Interesting. Okay. I haven't really looked around here in a minute. Damn. Okay. What do we got? Oh! Alright. Well,
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and
wow,
floods
this is a cool
the
zoomed out
gutters,
view.
washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your jacket grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather.
Nice, General
You should get
Jackass.
an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
I saw a thing on Instagram, TikTok that talked about like a retinol sandwich, which I guess is like moisturizer, give a few minutes to soak in, do the retinol, and then put more moisturizer over top. That would be. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs.
I will say that with
leading
this game,
into
it's
the ocean.
I've been having a hard
Wave
time
after
not
wave
going to
washing the
YouTube
coast
and wanting to see how like other people play it. I don't want to
Smoke
spoil
floats
things.
and gently swaying
But I'm like, I feel like I'm
winds.
being slow at getting to certain things. I bet other people get there much more quickly. I also just, it seems like there's a lot of ways to play it.
Half-sunken
But
sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
run my fingers through my hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from... There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill
I'm
runs
also in a
down
trench
your
coat.
back.
That's perfect for the
You
rain.
shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Shake your shoulders
You
again.
shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. You realize you have no shoes on.
What?
Your feet are red with cold. From the corner of his eye, the lieutenant gives your feet a worried glance.
Say nothing.
The rain falls.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. The news at noon.
Closer to
A
here?
yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed.
What's in the
A
south?
traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward.
Why am I
to
not
be
there?
Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
What?
in the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Priest, your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
Okay. Man. I'm wearing a coat, my man. Okay? It's a pinball coat, and it's pretty dang cool. I've also got shoes on, despite what the little memory said. Okay, we're gonna walk around. Open up that door for what's-his-face. Can I redo this?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization. I could do that. Okie doke. Oh, boop, boop, boop.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least.
Examine.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in.
You okay there?
Started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are
With
you
all the
looking
bullet
at?
holes.
Remnants from the Revolution. These are over half a century old.
Something we should do about them?
No, we are not constructors and renovators.
What
And
can you
these
tell me about the
bullet holes do
revolution?
not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it.
Alright.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from someone is moving around in the apartment. You hear the water being turned off. The tenant must be cleaning up. That means you're too late. Nothing more to do here. Better report back to Everard.
Knock.
No answer.
I know you're in
That
there.
already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home.
We should leave and go talk with Everard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround.
Okay. Guess was I supposed to do that right away? Kind of wondering if I should go down here. See if you can get to the sewer from down there at all. Talk to this guy again. I haven't talked to him in a minute. Where's your buddy, dude?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I
Uh-oh.
can barely believe it. Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off.
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself to Revachol.
Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push
Hello,
him
Curse
to do
4444.
anything.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
Was he really that
I
bad?
repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. And she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Give him the photograph.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
No problem, buddy.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
Condolences.
Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79
Damn.
years, then one day they're just gone.
Despite their differences, these men played such a significant part in each other's lives that now that one of them is gone, the other feels just lost.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
I guess some things about Renee.
Yes.
Oh wait,
What about...
that's
Yes.
It is...
Despite their
I just don't know anymore.
it. Alrighty.
About
Goodbye for now. Let's go get that uniform. Not to be disrespectful of his memory, but I want to fucking... You know I love some clothes in this game. Okay. Boop. Made your online handle about 20 years ago. I love when usernames are from like middle school. I feel like I definitely had some that were like that.
This is the Night Watchman's booth.
I only
The
really
name on the
changed
door
them
reads,
because of Giant Bomb. I was like, I want consistency across
René
everything.
left his uniform neatly folded on the table. Take it. It's just there. Who cares? Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, a conflict of honor. It's up to you.
Should I take the uniform? Do 1 in a chat if I should take it. 2, don't take it. No, I love clothes. What if you had Kim go to sleep first? Oh. Okay, everyone's saying take it. We're gonna take it. It's my character would always take it. I kind of don't mind taking. Like I took that disgusting jacket in front of Kim. All right, we're just gonna take it.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
Okay, well I'm done here.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, that's awesome. Look at this. Look at me. Oh yeah, that rocks. Great. Worth it 100%.
Wow. This jacket makes you feel strong. As if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists.
The jacket gave me stuff about, like, it was the same as the shoes where it's like something about taxation or whatever. This one was like something about like the revolution. Say mixing. Oh yeah, it's like nationalist ideas. Mixing.
Apologies. You're right. The need for a strong central government
Oops, that was
has
probably
always
not a
been
good one
clear
to-
to you. It's time to clean up the...
Alright, well, that was not the thing I wanted to pick. But you know what? If you wear the jacket, sometimes you get a little caught up. Anyway, let's continue. I'll show you what the jacket is. Nationhood. Revacholian nationhood. Where's Kim? Distracted by your own fashion choices? Look, it happens to the best of us.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened the bathhouse.
some
No
questions.
trouble at all, mister.
Okay.
No trouble at all.
No questions. Exactly. A rubber shop. Okay. Hey man, we guys showed up too late.
Mr. Dubois, why on earth are you dressed like my recently deceased security guard?
I'm honoring a great
From
man.
where I'm sitting, it looks more like you've robbed a dead man, Mr. Dubois. But as this matter is far below my pay grade, I'm just going to ask...
About the
you
weasel.
fucked up. You waited too long, the weasel came back, and now you can't open the door I asked you to open.
Oops. No, it was a time-sensitive thing.
Everett forgives, Harry. Don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be all right. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am. Benevolent.
I thought I had more time.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Oh, you can meet Kuno's dad. Interesting. Heard about a connection. Like to hear what you know about
By
it.
now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the... Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
What?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Is Mr. Evard just helping me find my gun? Like a thing that you hear a lot in the game? Wait. They move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not
Should talk to
pushovers.
Kim. It's a loop you can find yourself in. Oh, fun.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
The whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners. There's a militant wing inside the union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this
I feel like I
beast that
should
was
have been
burning
having
the
this
land."
conversation like day 1 or day 2. That's one thing that I don't know if I want to say I don't like it about this game, but it's just stuff, we'd already talked about this yesterday, of like, didn't seem like I wanted to align with him, but I guess I had to, I didn't really realize that.
He probably worded it differently.
So I feel like it
but
sort of
that was
stunted
the
my
idea.
progress.
Sure
I'm getting to
sounded
this
me
weirdly
like they
late.
killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty.
Uncertainty belies his boasting. In the end, though, he believes it. Or at least, he wants to believe. So he doesn't want to counter with a narrative that exonerates the Union. But why?
There's a bullet in his head.
So they shot him?
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him.
It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
I think it's deliberate design. He doesn't know what you know. His info is outdated. No, for sure. But it's just, it's like, this is just one of those things that I'm just unclear. Like, did the game makers intend for me to talk to him sooner? I'm not sure.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little
How do you know the mercenaries were hired?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
They're organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too worried about it.
Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
No, for sure. I'm not critiquing the game that I got to this part late. I'm just like curious. I'm like, oh, I feel like I should have done this sooner. I feel like they intended for me to do it sooner. Is all I was trying to say. To the lawyer.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry. Oh, they are
Titus.
simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and...
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Nah, for sure. Definitely feels like part of the narrative that, like, okay, we're getting to this now. I feel like my dude also kind of follows his whimsy, which I like about my cop character.
Work with them.
So it makes sense that I'm getting to this major part of the storyline
They
late.
really are just like you.
When I already know so
Men
much
who
about
like
this.
Beer, women, and some order on the streets.
I met them. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my...
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
I don't need it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information.
Good talk.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open.
You can adopt a totally different name and just refuse to answer to Harry? That's fun. Wow.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Sure, I'm left.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
You mean the fishing village? I'm gonna say what will happen to the current
They are
occupants.
just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
100% sure no one's gonna be homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up, and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry.
He means it.
Kim, what do you think?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can.
If I reject the
Deliberately
task,
omitting
then
things.
what? I'm gonna say fishing
Yes,
village?
yes.
Because
the
I want
little
to talk to those
cul-de-sac on the
people.
coast, where all the men have drowned.
Is this
Either
one of
the
those things
sea
where I
or
kind
the
of have to
bottle.
accept the task
My
to move
gloomy
forward, or
place
I can
doesn't
reject
have
it?
that union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
Like, I don't want to sign this. I want to reject it, but I want to be able to keep moving forward in the plot. Do I have to accept? Those in the know, guide me. You can fill it with fake names. But is there like some other alternative? Is he still gonna build the youth center? I don't really trust it. I guess I can accept the task and then I don't have to actually do the task, right? Okay.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll...
Goodbye.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A
Look at the
12th
zoning
youth
plan.
center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Logic. Okay, I want to get my logic clothes on. Oop, logic. Logic. I'll put this back on. I keep the pants though. Logic. Logic. Oh, honestly, this is a look. Okay, we got +4 on logic. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna ask Kim about it.
You take the legal documents out of the
Kim,
envelope.
what do you think?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size, They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
Loophole.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Okay. 3%. Okay. Well, let's go walk away to elsewhere. What do I need to do? 2 signatures, or forge them. I want to forge them somewhere private, where you feel safe enough to sleep. I know where to do that. Restock the trap. Okay, we need to report to Lena. Still trying to do this. Alright, let's talk to Lena. I'm tired. I'm yawning. Alrighty. Lena! I really want to have a success in the cryptids case. I realize I probably can't, but that's my dream.
Hello, dear.
Restock the empty
Good to
trap.
see you.
Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is wary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
I was going to check the traps.
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Take it on with undue optimism.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange.
I'm invested.
Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Hey, what's wrong?
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You've given up on the Phasmid.
In doubt, sweetie. That's all.
You're in doubt about what?
It's, a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian Phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong?
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Okay. Oh, I want to try it. I wish I could. Ugh. I don't know if I should try it. I wish I had my better suggestion clothes on. Okay. Sure. It's false memory. It doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. I feel like if I... Can I come back and suggest this later? I feel like this is one I need to do now or we move on. Okay, the hell with this. I still believe you saw it. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. I'm scared. I'm scared. Alright. Wish me luck, everyone. Ah!
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the Phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the Phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple.
Thank you, really subsumed. Grace does smile upon me.
If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
Morel hated lecturing. You convinced him to do something real in this world.
But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Part of me wants to say nothing. I'm gonna do he'd still be into you. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
It doesn't exist. Let's say you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Do you need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
I'm gonna check the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream.
No one can stop you from finding the Phasmid.
Can I have your address just in case?
Okay.
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
I'm gonna say it's been a pleasure.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. A dream. A fool's hope. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly
Damn.
as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
We should go too.
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness, to ask the wind once more.
Let's talk to you.
Always a pleasure to...
Okay, bye. Okay, what do we want to do? Signatures. So we need to go to my private room, ask about a room in the village, determine where the shot came from. Classy, get organized. All right. Save. Okay. I'm trying to... Where should we go? What should we do? Let's go to... Here, we'll fast travel. I'm gonna go to my room and I'm gonna forge the papers. I don't know. Oh.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your
Shivers
ears.
is fun. I'm glad I put points
Outside,
into Shivers.
it is cold and windy, but you're inside.
Almost there at another one.
And it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
It's free. Well. Forward base for coastal part of the operation.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the
This
wall.
feels like a cozy hideout.
Who are you talking to? There is no one here, not even cold.
Thank you, strange sensation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up.
Revachol forever.
Alright, well. Whatever. Let me...
You take the legal documents out of the
Interfacing.
envelope.
Oops. Okay. I think that's it for interfacing, right? I'm gonna put this jacket back on. You know I love my empathy jacket. Okay, interfacing... We're at +2. Oops, let's give it a try.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna save scum, but I am scared.
An intricate web of blue light.
Oops.
It almost look. You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Alright, here we
12
go.
to 40 month construction. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line? Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everart's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza.
Okay. We did it. Just have to mail them now. Alrighty. Map. Oop.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and
We'd get to use it.
Yes, for sending mail.
Okay.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard.
All right, let's go back to Everard.
Okay. Hold on.
The dented yellow mail.
Good mailbox.
The box seemed.
Alrighty. Here we go. I feel like there should be more armor pieces to find. You know? Ah, I miss snow. Snow rocks. Wait, no, this is where I need to go. I'm going the wrong way. Well forged. Thank you. Thank you. I want to know what happens if you fail it. I think I've just found the gloves. I need the helmet and the body piece. People, not major spoilers, but light spoilers, want to point me in the right direction. I want to try talking to you again. I'm all ears.
Right to work! Right to...
Okay. And I guess I kept the boots on the guy. What's up, dude?
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help
mailed
you today?
signatures.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
I hate losing a save. I have like stopped playing games because of stuff like that.
Forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Signatures I got. I know you're planning to force them out with construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not
Someone
include
who has
humans living
4
in those
letters
pig
in their
sheds on the
name,
coast.
in their first name,
That land
has
will
the
be used
Curious,
for municipal buildings
Curious
and
armor
commerce.
piece? Cuno? Is it Cuno? Well, Cuno doesn't tell me anything more.
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of
It's not
people.
Cuno.
The
Okay.
coast will be lit up with enterprise and life.
4
All
letters
those
in
ruins
their
out
name.
there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Low income housing? Okay, I'm gonna say you really
Yes,
truly
I
believe
do.
that?
I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry.
There is true indignation in his voice when the pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him, towering above it all.
Wait, but will you erect a statue to yourself?
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me.
You would look nice as a statue.
You're up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
order the
make
hangman
working
killed?
man order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. Why a war, of course?
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
You ever heard what 2 hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They'll destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely.
He crosses his hands contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them.
No, he has more
even
than
the
4.
moralists think they're in bad taste.
I'm looking at everybody's names for potential people who might have stuff. Oop, oop. How is this connected to the
Harry,
strike?
there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to... Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. It's already happening.
Who killed the hanged man?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know.
He really doesn't know. The guy, huh?
How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. And they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan?
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any
Can't
day.
possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about.
Top of the iceberg!
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad.
Oh, this guy's
Has
talking
bad
and talking. We get
Maybe
it. You're
illegal in some countries.
two-timing
To the
everyone.
Barber's Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored. And risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff.
He's basically admitting to it.
Is Ruby helping you?
Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers...
Understood.
Well put together plan, far removed from you.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
So be illegal.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Hold on, I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to.
No, Harry. That's boring. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
Not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings. I don't know.
Harry,
sure.
the future I have in store for Martinez will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much.
Oh yeah, skull and bones. Skull and bones on the Revacholian flag. The
I asked you about specific union members.
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time mode.
Alright,
Harry.
can I get my gun?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information, wait,
Okay, where
an
is
old
it?
woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character.
Oh, I wonder if it's
So
that
watch
woman
out.
who's thinking about the past or whatever.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debar.
I wonder if the woman's sweeping.
Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
She's waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character.
It sounds like a very disturbed.
Who is this old
Unfortunately,
woman?
I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said. Not.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have.
The armor thief may have actually gotten away by now. Oh,
Starting 10
interesting.
o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything
Tonight at
dangerous,
10, fish
but you
market on the
did
coast.
ask for this. Now, back to the
Okay.
fun stuff.
She will be there from 20.
More fun stuff. Seems like
Great,
Alright, that's it
Harry,
for now.
but this has been so great. I'm so
Okay, bye. Alrighty. I'm gonna take a little break really quick, stretch my legs. I will be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy him clicking on his typewriter.
Do you like Granny Smith apples, Abby?
I do. My favorite kind of apple.
Mine too.
They're the best. They're so tart. They're so crispy. I don't want one of those nasty ass mushy yellow ones. You know what I mean? Oh hell yeah, dude. Oh hell yeah, dude. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Strawberries. I feel like a whole other kind of berry.
They're very versatile as well.
Yes. Strawberries. I feel like a whole other kind of berry.
Yes.
Yeah. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
Oh yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Honestly, I feel like it's strawberries for me. Strawberries for me.
I'm coming back. Alright. Well, I'm moving forward. Grandpa says the armor thief may have actually gotten away by now, which makes sense. Oh, I think I can level up. Oh, I have 2 level up points. Well, that's nice. I don't know what would be fun to level. Put a lot of points down here because that's where I have the least amount of points. Okay. So, we need to do this between 10 and 2. We have lots of time for that. Okay. Let me just check again. Okay, I gotta go back to the village. Keep exploring for her. If people have tips of where to look, I feel like I've looked everywhere. But I'm sure I'm missing something. Tips of where to look, or even just like, here's a side thing you may not have done. I'm honestly all ears on it. I liked playing the board game. You know, that was a fun one. Okay. Have I talked to Sword Lady? I don't know. Where is she? Talk to this old lady. I met her in the fishing village. Oh yeah, I did talk to Sword Lady. Yeah. Her and her scary sword. We're gonna call the thing about the armor.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Radio.
This is Precinct 50. Yes.
Boots.
I got the
Oh shit.
name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
I did not go on a date with her. Should I try to? Doesn't feel like it suits my character,
Notebook in hand.
Say shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Klasia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations.
He was found
even entering
in a
Revachol.
leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So we have to connect him to Crenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad.
Okay, we have his name and service record now.
The name. This is very
nice.
good. Ellis Kortenaer.
This means something to him. To know that name. Like naming a case. It's important. Sometimes police work is about human dignity. About giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer.
Okay, done for now.
57, over and out.
I did clean the seagull shit. Yeah.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A rate.
That's this one, right? It's the one. Stuff off of. Okay. Let's talk to these guys again and then we'll go back to the village.
That ride is fucking lightning. Hey, piss.
Alright, bye. What is this guy's name?
Hello, hello.
Roy.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I'll leave you for now.
The trap is full of poor things.
My phone's going crazy. Okay, still looking for what's her face. Oh shit, no. That couldn't have come from here, trees block the way. Can I go over here? I don't think I've poked around here all that much, so this is good actually. Oop.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
What happened
In
here?
this yard?
He's assessing the situation.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out.
What's
They
a bloc
abandoned
obscur?
it, but a black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares. Hence
Interesting.
their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drums. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe there's something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
Thank you for understanding, Kim.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard.
Nothing? Alright, well, something to look. Oh! Birds in the tree. Okay. Where to go? What to do? I'll talk to this drunk about Abigail, I guess.
Don't call Abigail.
Who are you?
Don't call Abigail.
Where am
The
I?
man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Why
He
shouldn't I?
snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
You're gonna spit in my face?
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Alright. You don't have anything to say, right? Oh, good.
Legend.
Okay. I'm off.
Tequila Sunset.
Why do you keep losing all your
Good
stuff?
fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
I love my responses. You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim?
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff.
There's another
Totally not my
jacket out
style.
there?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. Lot of lost jackets in it.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another.
All right, well, we did it.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
Yeah, I know. Be seeing ya.
Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Oh, great. No, I agree that I think it was his jacket. He just doesn't remember. I think he remembered it being better. No, shit.
Yes?
What? I might reload because that sucks that it got a never mind. I wanted to, I'm gonna reload that. That makes me annoyed. Okay, continue. We're going to nothing. Going to do, if I save, I'm just gonna reload. It was right before we talked. Yeah, I'm reloading. Okay.
Uncle.
Well, I'm sleeping.
There's no...
Tequila... Good.
Losing all your stuff.
You of all people should empathize.
What is this about your jacket?
Tequila, say...
This jacket?
Nah, this isn't it.
There's another
It's a
jacket?
Hey, Doom.
Not on your... Tell you what, Tequila.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
Great.
Okay. I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style?
For starters, you are dressed like an old fascist. Is that really appropriate?
Because of my pants.
You're wearing the vestments of order and hierarchy. You have nothing to answer for. Except all the war crimes the people in those vestments perpetrated. But what's a few atrocities here and there if you look cool doing it?
It's not quite what I was going for.
Then maybe you should change your look. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
You're a sharp-dressed man. We can be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
All right.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case.
I'm very glad I reloaded that. I'm gonna change my clothes at his suggestion. Really just gonna change the pants. I'm gonna put some jeans back on, casual guy. Gonna maybe put the beanie back on. Yeah, I think that's good. I think this is a pinball maker's jacket. Doesn't feel too fascist. Oh, I should take the gloves off. Yeah, I'll do that. I have 3 points. I don't know what to put it in. I feel like it's a waste to keep putting it into empathy, but it's fun. Well, I have so many, might as well. I don't know what to do. There's one reaction speed. I don't think I can put anything more in reaction speed. Suggestion. Let's up suggestion. Give that a try. Okay. Let's save again. Okay. We're gonna go talk to the sword lady. I'll think about maybe asking her on a date.
Oh, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Okay,
What's
well
on
maybe
your
I'll do
mind,
it later.
officer?
Be seeing you. We'll talk to you. I really don't know who to talk to.
You're back. Good.
Thank you. Oh. What am I missing? I'm all ears if people know. I feel like I've really scoured the coast. I don't know where else I can go to just have, like, stuff pop up, you know? Score for the game at this point? Oh, like what do I score the game? I think it's pretty good. I like it. You know, there's things I don't love about the writing, but overall I find it a very immersive world. I think it's interesting. I love a good mystery game, as you all know. I feel like my choices matter. It's pretty fun. Do you want to get your gun? Yeah, but I gotta wait until 10 p.m. I mean, I could kill time, but I'd like to do something else. What I want to do is I want to get, like, I have to find all of Ruby's spots. And I feel like I've been walking around here and haven't found anything. And use the phone again, I guess.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling. Still again? Seriously, someone with a masculine...
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity.
Oh my god. I'm gonna do a little prank phone call, you know? Why not?
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again.
Honestly,
Have
fun.
a good one.
Phone disconnect to...
Okay, well that's fine. I feel like if I keep calling enough numbers, eventually something will happen, but... What should I do? Tempted to Google it, but I feel like I'm going to start spoiling stuff if I do. This is like a hard game to Google because it's so non-linear.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest, poor things.
Google how to find Ruby. Oh, that is a good idea. Oh, we could talk to her about this stuff being gone. I guess I'll go do that. I'll walk along the coast again, because I'm here. Check more of the phasmid traps.
The trap is filled with dead, poor things.
Okay, well, we've just killed all the locusts. I'm really close. I mean, I could look in the building before. I don't know what to do. Oh.
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off.
Okay, here we go. Can I try to get in, though?
Not this time.
I don't know why this is... Oh.
The opposition is insurmountable. But I like the spirits. And dangerous. Dangerous, too.
Do you think she's in there?
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in. though many have tried.
You stumble on her location or ask around the fishing village. I have asked around. That's annoying as hell. Like, I don't know how else to get in this building, aside from the sewers. Like this boardwalk, I'm gonna walk up the edge over here, maybe. Krampus is right, I'm nearby. Cause this building, I'll look at this again. But you can like look at the thing on the roof, and I could talk about it last time, but I can't talk about it anymore. And I can't, clicking this does nothing.
A slogan used
Step
above
closer.
the mural. Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company. There's something in the wind.
Could Ruby be in there?
She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or
why single out this one building?
Oh. I just want to read all my... Listen to the wind. Found the empty trap. Heard Lena's story. Reconstructed execution. Established the nightclub. Wow, I did so much stuff. Well, that's fun. Discovered the anomaly. Death notification. Found the jacket.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind is trying to talk to the city, something you've done before. A prayer of sorts. To Rivershaw.
She could be anywhere.
how do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Okay. I feel like I've done a lot of that. Return to the Feld mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna consult the wind. Because I don't know what to do. Yeah. I feel like that was something I was probably supposed to find before I started looking at everything, and then I looked at everything. You know? Looked at everything and I talked to everyone. So we're gonna try again.
The once bright mural tower. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete
Do you think doing
staircase
everything
to the
significantly
basement,
helps with this check? Okay,
sweeping
cool.
away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
I guess also because I did things kind of in like a wacky order, it was probably supposed to be like, get to the coast, explore everything in the coast, and then you'll find her, and I did, so it's like, we're finding her.
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors...
Finally, my time to shine.
The ladder next to the sign, perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Alright, well, I should do this thing. Let's, get my interfacing gloves on. Climb the ladder or find another way. Oh, let's go through the tunnel. The sewage pipe.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards. A building like this must have multiple doors, so your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside
I have a
the
flashlight.
drain. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in
An
there?
ordinary drainage pipe. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash, crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts, and nothing. Broken glass from...
We get
Given
in?
that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here. A maintenance
Nice. Good work, Kim.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
I love that I've broken into stuff, so. Okay, well, we're gonna do physical instrument. Let's see, I've got one level up point, so maybe I'll save it, but let's see if we have anything. Oop, there we go. Physical instrument. La 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 la. Okay. Okay, not that one.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance
Still
door,
17.
rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Let's save.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance. You and the lieutenant leave.
Okay.
Let's take a breather and try this again later.
All right. I'm strong now.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut. The metal doors
cool.
are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze.
That one Shivers check right there is the single biggest stumbling block I've seen for everyone in this game. So I'm not alone with being where do I go? Oh, okay. Aside from the writing design issues we discussed yesterday, I'd say that check isn't the biggest problem with the game. That check is the biggest problem with the game. Wow. I could see that. I mean, that check, it was confusing. I think because I had already done so much. Like, I think if I did it in a different order and, like, failed the check and tried again. But I, like, succeeded the first time, and then it was like, I guess you could come back here. And it's like, what?
Good work.
I also had already looked at that mural and didn't really go anywhere. You know, it was like, I guess I'm going to try again. But that's fine. I feel like adventure games can just be like that sometimes, where you unlock a hidden check somewhere, it resets something, and then here you are. You know? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Great. Okay. Don't want to squeeze by quite yet. I want to poke around first. Old file folders. Oh, yeah. New jacket. Fun. Dress for the occasion. Beaded brown jacket. Perfect day at the office or evening at a cafe. Nice. What do we got? Oh shit, someone lives down here. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want to know if I can wear, like, everything. You know? I have a little bit of every look going, what happens?
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo.
Okay.
Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Okay, we're gonna get back to our regular outfit, but it was fun to give it a go. Anyway, fun hat. I'm glad. I guess I'm not the. I'm glad I'm not the only one to be confused by that thing.
Amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years worth of dust is shaken off. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
A long time ago.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Could be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the student
Millions
room?
of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that look.
I'm gonna say maybe I should move in here, but I don't actually want to move in here.
Always, I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Fair enough. Can someone have stopped through here
You mean
recently?
like Ruby? No.
Okay. Let me look up there.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point
Hmm.
of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Peek out.
Outside the window, the day is clear, and as mild as can be in early spring.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide. And Mazovianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Can't see the whirling rags. Shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker.
Alright, fair enough. Glad we're thorough. Ooh, what do we got? Hmm? Getting louder, the buzzing sound.
You feel something, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp.
You feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Pain, a strange tingle.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you
Once we
mean?
detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
It will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The
Bye,
deadlock
Curse
between the
4444.
company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine
Ooh! Thank you for the gift sub.
disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over
Found
the whole
my Bart's
situation
plan.
in detail.
Okay. Hmm. Bart's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Oh, I still got a date with the pigs in my
We
gun.
absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100% confirmed.
His hand rests on his holster. It's not enough.
Okay,
You need a
I've
gun
checked
in
the
your
buoy.
hand to-
Okay.
Need to talk
Why
to
not?
her.
Whatever goes down might also affect...
Not
Okay, so this is telling me like, don't go here yet.
Good idea.
How bad do you
the
think
visitor
things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we?
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting
I
for
think
us?
I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning
Yeah, I've been running around. If you walk, do you have more of an element of surprise? I'm going to leave and do these other tasks. Get my gun, you know, that whole deal. So perhaps we'll save that for tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I'm gonna look at this really quick. Oop. Natural buzzing. Anyway, I want to save it for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna save, quit. Should be back normal time. Let's see who else is streaming. Thanks for hanging out and watching and subscribing. Ooh, let's raid Matt. I will see you all over there. Alrighty. Goodbye, gamers. Goodbye now.